Hello, welcome back, and today I have a replay for you from the most controversial, the most talked about rank right now, and that is Champ. A lot of Champ players are very dissatisfied with how the ranking system is, and we're gonna see if we can do something to maybe help people out. Cyboy was kind enough to leave this replay in the Discord. And done watching it, and there's some really good talking points that I think are going to translate across a lot of ranks. So, going to be a great replay. Very excited for it. Let's stop talking about it and actually get into it, right? So, like the video if you like these types of videos. I really appreciate it. I love the cheats. Very patient, looking where the opponent is. Very smart. We want to know what our opponents are doing. Right now, we have one opponent in net, and they're at a standstill, really. They're not moving, they're not challenging. So what we don't want to do is rush it and try to do a power shot, right? This can work. This can be done, right? There's definitely ways to do this where, he just mistimed it and the ball bounced too much off the ground after he hit it, and then it didn't work out. But it's sort of like a low percentage shot, I would say. It's very hard to hit this ball hard enough where this guy isn't going to just save it, right? Or hit it into a spot, maybe back post, where they're not going to save it. Instead, I would have liked to see them get close to this, and then Cyboy, as the ball is about to touch the ground, as soon as the ball touches the ground and starts bouncing up, barely just tap it, just to get the momentum going back towards the net. And as the ball's like right here, right, we're probably going to see this blue defender challenge. And I mean, at Champ, they see the ball pop towards them softly, they're going for it. It's just how it is. And then as you pop this ball, you jump behind it, and you flip into it and play it past this guy as he jumps. It does a couple things. It just keeps possession, mostly, too. You're keeping possession when you do this. Pop it, go here, fly after it. And it also allows you to gain momentum, because you don't have any momentum here. So that's also why you hit the shot kind of slow, right? You don't have momentum, so it's a way to gain momentum and just to put the ball in a different direction where this is going to be a pretty straight shot if you just hit it normal. Whereas taking a touch and then shooting it after, you're going to have just a different dimension, different angle on this shot. So that's something I would have liked to seen, but that's okay. Possession's out. You did a good job rotating out, and we're ball hawking really well. We're looking for the ball. We're waiting for our opportunity to go. And this ball goes away to your corner, and that's totally okay. Sometimes the other team's going to clear the ball. It's not the end of the world. Now we just transitioned it into defense, right? So, good job trying to be on the back wall. You're creeping a little too much for me. I probably would have tried to stay on the back wall right here, right? As this ball comes, you think it's going to be a shot, so being on the back wall is probably a good spot to go save this. But as this ball goes across the net, we don't want to keep crossing the goal line as well, right? So as we watch, this ball goes across, and your teammates in front of you, they're most likely going to go. If not, you probably should be going like very soon. So you see our teammate jump, but we're still pushing across the goal line. What happens if Punchy here takes a really nice touch and then cuts this behind you, right? What if Punchy gets around this and cuts it like this? You're not going to have time to backflip or half flip to get this ball. So we're not defending the net, actually, by doing this. Thankfully, our teammate dunks him and has a good play here. But, you just got to be careful about it. Be cognizant of that. Another thing I don't like, just barreling forward like this. First off, we're queuing with a rando, so I'm not expecting passes. Like, if you can't communicate with them that you're where you are, they're not going to see you. And doing this, you're wasting boost, and you're kind of going to no man's land. Like, what are you going to do in this situation? They're probably not going to hit it to the middle. And if they do, it's going to be a boomer across the net field. I'd much rather see you in a position as they go off the wall here. Just stay on this side of the field, and then just slowly follow up behind them and take... I wouldn't go much farther than this midfield line until we see what this ball does more, right? So just kind of creep up with them. They're going to land like right here-ish. And we're going to see, are my teammate going to go? Are they going to rotate around to get boost? And then it's my turn to go, right? There's a lot of options, a lot of things that are going to happen with this play. Are we going to see a blue defender come around and try to clear this ball or take this ball away? There's a lot of variables, and maybe playing it a little safer is better, especially in twos when like we don't have that third man. It's you and your teammate. So if you're both upfield, it's going to be really easy to play it past you. So you did a good job turning back around. Had a nice solid play there, but I think bailing out was probably the best option. I mean, after you got done with this, you had 10 boosts. Realistically, what are you going to do? I don't think you need to go out of ball cam so soon. You could probably get off the wall at least, and then go into ball cam maybe like right before you jump off the wall to make sure you're lined up more appropriately. Because right now we're losing a lot of information. But overall, fine. Creeping forward, then turning around, ball hawking again. You do a great job in that second man position on offense of not letting things get behind you really that are going to be a threat. You do a good job of playing the middle. Like, okay, best case scenario, my teammate puts the ball middle and I'm ready. Worst case scenario, it gets pinched and boomered over my head and I'm ready for that as well. So, really good job with that. Good job just trying to make a play, being scrappy. Again, scrappy on defense. That's what you want. That's what you want in champ, right? You want to be able to keep pestering the ball, keeping the ball away from your nets. Do a good job. This is something that's so underrated. If you are plat, if you're a diamond, and you find yourself in an awkward spot, this is so effing awkward. How do you go for this ball, right? Watch what Cyboy does. He just takes the time to turn around and face where the ball is. Sure, maybe this isn't he's a little deep, but like that's like the only criticism I have on this. Turn around, get on this goal line right here, and be ready to save the ball here if you have to, or be ready to turn and go get it, right? A lot of champs, or I'll say that, yeah, a lot of champs, a lot of diamonds, a lot of plats, and that even goes gold, silver, bronze. They'll get in a position here where they are completely backwards and awkward, and they freeze, and they jump, and they try to do something like out of pocket that's very low percentage play, versus just, hey, let's just turn around quick and get in a better spot, right? So I love that. That's great. But then again, we're doing the same thing with the pushing too far forward with the net, right? Ball just went to the corner. We have our teammate already in the corner. So we are now second man on defense. Second man on defense right here. There's our first. So we need to be protecting the net more. So when we get to this net, we need to just sit here for a sec and protect it and wait and see what happens, right? But we kind of don't even go into the net at all, really. And we just kind of play forward. Now we're on the back wall. Now it's awkward. Now no one's ready to challenge it, right? You could have probably easily been ready to challenge that ball as it went out before Punchy got it, or even be in a better spot now to go play the ball away. You did a good job again turning around, getting out of the awkward situation to play this, but still. And I've seen this a lot in your replays, in your replay day today. Going for a dribble on top of your car is great. It's great. Flicks are amazing. But it's slow too. Like your champ, you're still working it out and it's good to try it. But a much faster alternative is a bounce dribble. And maybe in this situation, doing a bounce dribble, especially since once we, as we get up to line up to this ball, our defender is backwards. Bounce dribble is probably your best chance at, zigzagging across them and then throwing it into the net pretty easily. But you go for the dribble on top of your car and you get demo from behind. So it's just a little slow, and that comes with more practice. You'll get faster at them, but bounce dribbles are a really good option that a lot of people need to do more. So I understand that you had demoed and you're trying to get back into play, but flipping this far in this situation is not a good idea at all, actually. Because we're going to land when we flip right here. And by the time we land, Punchy here is going to have cleared this ball all the way across the field. And you're going to not be able to do anything about it till you land and then turn around. And just go straight back to where you were anyways. So Just not ideal positioning there. You do a good job getting back, being scrappy on defense. Love that. Keep being scrappy. Here we go. Ball hawking, waiting. Nothing comes. This is just a masterclass of how to be second man, by the way. He backs off, has plenty of boost, and just waiting for the ball to come to him and waiting for an opportunity. It's seriously so good. I think there's certain cases where, like, yeah, obviously we don't want to double commit with our teammate. But to me, sometimes we just got to ignore our teammates. Like, this guy is a non-factor. If he's going to jump for this ball, he's not going to get it. And I don't know. I don't think, like, there's no reason he should be going for this ball. And he's kind of he should be trying to rotate back more. In this situation, I'm just not even considering that my teammate's going to go for it or anything like this. And you're free to challenge this. Obviously, you do the safer play. And, oh, my teammate's there. He jumped. I'm just going to keep backing off. But that's 100% your ball. You should be clearing that, if not shooting that on net or off the backboard for your teammate to turn around and go score, right? Like, that's your teammate being a little ball chasey, 100%. So again, we're going for the dribble setup on the top of the car. Maybe a bounce dribble could have been better. But I like it. You had a decent flick. It didn't work out, obviously. But you're practicing that. And you can tell you're working on it. So that's better than, you know, just never doing it. So here we go. Playing around, see what's happening. Kind of threw away possession. Just a softer touch there would have been better. But that's okay. Good. You're not rushing things. You really, like, even with players going for the ball and around you, you don't rush and you take your time and putting the ball at a hard spot. So that's very, very nice. Again, we're just backing off, chilling. Get a touch, go for boost. I mean, how much boost did you have before you went for this? We're at 48 boosts. We really don't need a 50 more boost just to have them take the ball from us, right? Let's be more aggressive. Let's go attack this ball and play it past him because there's nobody behind the guy right now. So let's be aggressive. Let's try to get this ball past him and then go worry about boost kind of after it. So you kind of gave up possession of the ball because you went for boost. So taking a look, teammates dribbling, totally okay. I would say when our teammates dribbling like this across the net, we definitely want to be, I would say, turning around back into the net, right? When you kind of turn out like this, if our teammate gets dunked and it goes past you, you're in a much worse spot for the worst case scenario, right? Best case scenario, your teammate plays it past them and he's going to continue the dribble. He's not passing it to you in this case. And there's nothing you're going to do really with two defenders. Like, they're going to get a touch. It's not going to be like, it's not a fast break. It's not nothing like that. Like, your teammate's not going to need you right now. I would try to turn back into the net. Don't try to turn. Don't do this, because that's when the ball will randomly get dunked or played past you for a goal. Because right now you're not protecting it. You could have easily went up the wall still in that position that I was telling you and made this play, but also covering for the worst case scenario. A little bit of awkwardness. That's okay. I love that you're not afraid to go off the back wall. Obviously you whiff, but you cannot be afraid to go off the back wall. The goal is because of the whiff, but if you don't go off the back wall, they're just going to pepper you off the back wall, backboard, and you're going to get scored on anyways. So very good, very good. Ball hawking. I love it. Not fully committing off that on their back wall because there's no point, right? What are you going to do back there? Good touch from your teammate. You're waiting to see what they're going to do. You realize you have time. Now, bam. You almost had the bounce dribble. I think you could have executed a little better, obviously. But, you know, you need to get your car. You need to get this part of your car almost like behind the ball. It's very, very weird. You have to almost cut it so hard that the ball gets bouncing. We need it to be bouncing a little bit, and then we just back and forth on each side of it until we eventually blast it or tap it past our opponent. So you hit the ball a little too far forward with your car and it doesn't actually cut up over top of it, and pushes forward, and then our teammates just doing too much. Like, there was no demo there. There's no too much. So obviously we see frustration or controller disconnect happen here. We give up another quick goal. I mean, there's nothing to analyze here. I mean, if your car, it looks like a controller disconnect, what are you gonna do, right? That sucks. But the fight to come back is what's important here. Great kickoff. They messed up theirs. You had a good kickoff. Got a quick goal back, and now you're still in this game. Not a lot of time, so it's time to be aggressive, but still doable. Yep, recognize you're not going to get to that ball, so that's fine. Go get boost. And then great beats. Amazing beats. He had the first teammate on the blue side has a terrible touch. That is just, he doesn't hit the ball well at all. Bounces perfectly up, and you just read it so well, it doesn't even matter that that guy's closer. And you just blow right by him. And then just a little bit of a confidence thing. I think Punchy came in super fast, so that's unfortunate. But you might have been able to get there before him. But that's tough. Good patience. Hit this off the really awkward spot where the ball waterfalls straight down. So good job there. And then a little bit of awkwardness. I think you could actually have controlled this. If you would have just drove into this ball, and then try to hit it just above where the ramp is so it bounces straight out, you'd have a really nasty quick attack going right in Punchy's face here, right? But you kind of get a little squirrely and jump, and then it gives Punchy plenty of time to turn around and clear this. But that's underrated. Hitting that off the sidewall really fast and then coming back and controlling it, it's a really quick way to get that ball out to the middle. So, something to consider later. Good attempt at a dribble there from Punchy, but you did a good job clearing it away. Now we're coming, we're ball hawking. Boom, see some weakness, blast this on net. Great. Now do you see the difference between this attempt and the first attempt of the game, right? We have momentum, we have speed, we have stuff going behind us that can put power into this ball. So we don't have to hit it clean, like as soon as the ball bounces and hits the ground, we don't have to hit it at that perfect moment to put as much power on it because we have other factors. And just great placement, great shot. Way to be aggressive there. So now we're down a goal. Just about a minute left to play. Good job, just ball hawking. You do such a good job. You have such good vision. It's incredible as you as a second man is very, very good. Oh, the ball's a little awkward, and that's okay. We take our time, kind of throw it away, but it kind of works out. Good touch. Just get that to the corner where it's safe. That's good touch. I like it. Big, aggressive, but yes, back off. Good. You didn't repeat the same mistake. We want to get going. We want to be fast. We want to be in the way. But as soon as this ball doesn't come to us to the middle, you do a good job. All right, not pass to me. Solo play. Time to back off and support. Obviously, it didn't work out because you did end up trying to go for the pass and then had to back off. And then, oh no, the ball came to us. So that's why it's like, in twos, I'm not ever trying to go upfield looking for a pass with a rando because it's just not going to come. Everyone's trying to solo play and just beat the one or two guys and give a free goal. And technically your teammate did that, but it was kind of offbeat. Hard to read. I like the idea of going for a solo play. It doesn't hurt ever to go for a solo play. Because sometimes it can put unwanted pressure on your opponents. But your teammate does a good job of just coming around and helping you out, clean it up. Because I think your opponents were kind of like, oh shoot, he's going for it. It puts a little extra stress on them, like, is he going to touch it? We got to clear this. We got to get this out of here. And then your teammate has an easy goal. So, it's good. Alright. This is crunch time, right? Don't want to give up an unnecessary goal. We want to make it tough if they're going to score. Good job. Good shadowing. Oh, your teammate just does a great job here. It's a little ball chasey, probably. A little ball chasey. But this guy's totally looking at you, does not see your teammate come in and fly and dunk the shit out of him. We have some opportunities here. I think it's just a little too cute when it comes out of this corner like this for you. It's just a little too cute, right? You kind of see it come out, and I think you're going to try to solo play this, where in reality, let's watch what Bag does, right? Bag is in a position to go score this, right? So instead of being a little too cute, we're trying to, you know, we're doing some unnecessary air rolls. We're twisting around a little bit. When you jump off, when you go for this, and you jump off the ground for this, your thought should be, I want to get to this ball. I want to be going at a decent speed. Hello, mouse. There it is. I want to be going at a decent speed, and I want to be able to put this ball somewhere here, right off this backboard, because your teammate is ready to go beat whoever this guy is in net. If you can hit this ball hard off here, you have a great shot of actually scoring this. But hitting it soft is playing right into what your opponents want. They don't want this ball to go off the back wall. They want it to be in their corner. So, ends up not mattering really because you guys go to overtime, but it could have been an opportunity, right? Sometimes we don't want to slow it down, or maybe our aerials just need to be an attack, a pass. Hit the ball hard off the back wall, and a lot of good things happen. Again, we're just pushing too far forward, right? Like, let's chill. Let's chill here. Like, we don't need to move. Let's just sit here and wait and see what happens here. If the ball goes out to the middle, near post, or towards you, cool, boomer that. Dribble it. But going upfield parallel with your teammate means only one play is going to work, and that's a direct infield pass to you, or a hard or a soft-ish clear where you can redirect it, right? These are just plays that aren't going to work in twos. You haven't gotten punished on it yet today, thankfully, but this is something you're probably going to get punished on later, right? And now all this craziness is happening. You could have just waited in net for all this to clear, and then you just blast the ball upfield. But now we're all kind of underneath the ball, and it's very awkward. I like the idea of the dribble there. I think it was fine. I say a lot that the bounce dribble is much better, but I was okay with that in that situation. You had a good 50 out of it. Again, this is where the bounce dribble comes in. This is where the bounce dribble comes in. Take this ball and tap it, and you cut this way. Now these guys who are both going this way have to turn around and try to get it, and then as this ball's going this way, cut back this way. Crisscross them. Cross over right in front of them. Break their axles. Score. But we try to do that, but by flicking it, and it's just too fast. It's too slow, and they challenge you right away. Bounce dribbles are so much faster than dribbling on top of your car. They just are. And you're going to be able to maybe not generate the same power as you can from a flick, but you're going to be in a much better spot, and you're going to be much more dangerous. As we're rotating back post here, which you do a good job of, you need to get into the net and be on the goal line. Right? You rotate out of the net, so now if any shot comes from Punchy, if like Punchy tries to beat Bag as this ball comes out, you're just going to get scored on because you're not protecting the net. So you just were in a spot. Great read it. Again, ball hawking. Just missed the open net. No big deal. That happens all the time in Champ, right? I should know. Your teammate does a great job here. Good fake. Making the other team sweat. Good shot attempt there. You know, obviously our momentum is going. So this is why this shot didn't work. It's because all our momentum is going. Man, I'm having a hard time finding my mouse today. All our momentum is going this way. So to curl around and hit this ball hard this way is very difficult. And that's just how it is. I'm not saying it was a bad idea, but maybe a better idea would have been to try and hit this ball high off this wall and have it come straight out. and then maybe let bag clean up, right? Or just get a 50 in general. I don't hate it that you try to put it on net. That's great. It just, the reason it didn't work is because of the momentum thing. And that happens. It doesn't make it, like, I wouldn't say it's a bad shot at all. Just, I'm giving you other options that could have worked. Playing very fast. That's very good. Get our boost. Very good. Teammates going off the ceiling. Let's hang back, see what happens. Repositioning ourselves in a better spot where we think that they're going to be going. Good challenges. Good plays so far here. Alright, let's just get in a shadow defense. Very good. Beat the crap out of this guy for this ball. An amazing recovery, by the way. That's exactly what we want to see. And then just, I think it's a little too cute as of right now. I think once you get to, you practice this more, these uncomfortable setups, this is a very, very viable ball. Like, this is a great opportunity if you've practiced a lot on like flip resets, air dribbles, to actually solo play this. This is a pretty decent setup. But if you're not strong in those and it's overtime and we really want to win, like we're not trying to practice, we really like to win this, just blast this ball off the back wall. That's a very safe place for the ball. Your teammate's going to have an amazing attempt at this. But we kind of do something that we're not good at, right? We hit the ball, and then we try to go for it again in an air dribble where we're not even close, right? Whereas if we would have just hit this ball off the back wall, I don't know if this blue defender on the wall who is like sneaking, oh no, he's like, whoa, he's like right here. I don't know if this guy's going to get it. I'm just saying. So that could have been an opportunity to end this game. And this is very dangerous. Your teammate does a great job of saving that. And then here we go. You got the flick you wanted. It works out. Good defense from the blue side. Covering for each other. And then you kind of sneak up on the wall. You disappear. And we blast this thing into the net. Very, very nice challenge. Great timing on it. And a great win. Great comeback win. You guys were down 3-0 and you came back. So incredible win. I would say there's a lot of like fundamental things that we need to work on. Anybody needs to work on fundamentals when it comes to mechanics, right? We need to get better at every mechanic when it comes shooting, dribbling, air dribbles, ceiling shots, flip resets, like all these mechanics that we just need to practice everything. So in general, as a champ player, you just need to practice more, play more too. But there's just some small positional things on defense that you should really try to focus on in these next few games. And that's not flying past the net when it's not your time to go for it, because you're not protecting it anymore, especially when you're second man on defense. You kind of like to fly past the net and not actually defend it. And I'm assuming like eventually you're going to start getting punished for that when your teammates start losing challenges. Your teammate in this game did a good job of not losing a lot of challenges at all, actually. So. And then overall, just some small things about, being on the goal line more, understanding like where to be on the net, small things like that. But yeah, just very solid player. Enjoyed the replay, and I hope you did too. And if you did, like, comment, subscribe, help me out. If you want your replay analyzed, you should join my Discord in the link below, and go to the coaching section and drop a replay there, and I'll do it completely for free, just like I did for Sideboy here. So thank you guys so much again, and we'll see you in the next one.